Miles of Sanity 602 reporting to you at the Nightmare Central with day number 22's review of my 4th annual 31 Days of Horror Film Reviews. And for day number 22, we're going to be discussing a film called Disturbing Behavior, which is a 1998 R-rated 84-minute horror mystery science fiction film from David Nutter. Now, Disturbing Behavior, as I said before, it came out in the late 90s, and if you were somebody in the late 90s, and you saw the cover to Disturbing Behavior, the first thing you would be associating with in your mind is oh my god, another Scream ripoff, another Scream-inspired film. And just by the cover alone, the cover and it being about teenage angst is the only thing in common with Scream. This film is a little bit deeper. This film is a lot deeper and a deeper film than Scream, if you ask me. One thing I must say is that I didn't get to, I wasn't able to see this film the day yesterday when I usually watch my films for my 31 Days of Horror Film Review, so I could get a refresher. The problem is like around April, I was challenged to watch like 100 horror films that I haven't seen before, and I decided to watch Disturbing Behavior on Netflix Instant Stream, and it was there, and I watched it like many times. I think like 7+ times, and unfortunately, it got pulled off of Netflix's instant stream, which is a bit annoying. Because I was actually looking forward to seeing this film. I was actually looking forward to actually sitting down and rewatching Disturbing Behavior for this review. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to. And if I wanted to, I could, rent it from like Amazon or Vudu for like $3, and I said fuck that. I don't want to really waste $3, and it just overall pisses me off that this got removed from Netflix Instant when that's probably going to be the only way that you're going to actually be able to see this film, because it's not available on Blu-ray. And the DVD of it is really fucking way too expensive. In order to get this film on DVD, you have to shell out like $30 fucking, and that's ridiculous to me. It's an out of print release. But it's a fucking DVD. A brand new Blu-ray costs $40 or $30, and I say that's well worth the price. But anyways, overall, the whole entire process to making this an official view is just really unfortunate. But I have seen it enough to obtain enough of a memory of it, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to be discussing it for day number 22. Now, this Disturbing Behavior, it came out in the late 90s. It came out actually a few months before The Faculty, which I have here. And this and The Faculty have a lot in common. A lot of common. The Faculty, this and The Faculty have a lot in common. Now, Disturbing Behavior is basically about this it first starts out with a great opening title sequence. I like the mood and feel of the opening title sequence. I think that opening title sequence is just a perfect way to get you into the mood of the film, and has like a terrific score to it. Terrific score to it. Like, it's just very, very well done. It's a well done opening title sequence. And then after you get the opening title sequence, after you get the opening title sequence, you get to see this kid gets who gets sexually aroused. We get to see his eyes blink, and he kills his girl while this kid, a kid who was smoking a little bit of weed on the top of the hill, was just observing this ordeal. And he is Gavin. Gavin Strick, played by Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines' own Nick Stahl. And I am a big fan of Nick Stahl. I love Nick Stahl as an actor. I think Nick Stahl is a terrific actor. I really enjoy Nick Stahl's presence in any film that he's in so far. Although I really didn't care for Sin City. I didn't really care for Sin City much. He was a shining light in the first Sin City, but overall I like Nick Stahl. And basically we get to see him witness his event, and then we get shifted to these new batch of characters, which is Steven and his sister. Steven and his sister are on a boat traveling to this new bay, this new city where they are planning to move after their brother died. After their brother died, and I think killed himself. I think that the brother killed himself, and so they go into this town called Cradle Bay, and once again to Cradle Bay, we get introduced to, we basically get Steven and Gavin. Steven and Gavin, you know, have like a nice chemistry. We get a very attractive Katie Holmes in this film. Like, Katie Holmes in this movie is so fucking gorgeous. She's a very much of a 10. We also get Catherine Isabel, which she's also very attractive, but damn, oh damn, the Katie Holmes in this film is fucking grade A stuff. And after we get to be introduced with those characters, after we get to be done with introducing with those characters, we get to we get to meet up with this janitor played by fuck, I forgot the guy's name. Shit. Let's see. Shit. What's his name? I don't know. God damn motherfucker. Anyways, we get to meet up with his character. We get to meet up with Bruce Greenblatt, who is basically Blatt is basically a part of this conspiracy plan that basically takes these kids, takes these troubled youths to a certain place, transports something in their eye that transforms them from a troubled youth to a very prim and proper character, but that if it gets sexually aroused, it fucking beats the shit out of anybody around him. And they're part of this new clique called the Blue Ribbons. Absolutely adore Nick Stahl's little spill about clicks. We get to he has this albino guy. I like what they do with that guy saying that basically after Gavin tries to express his concern about this little conspiracy. He leaves a videotape saying that I think his name is JT or something of that manner. Something of that manner is that this guy is not their type, not their type. They wouldn't accept him a part of their blue ribbon cult. It's basically a cult. And they wouldn't accept him a part of the blue ribbons, and they would kill him. And we get a nice little end confrontation with Bruce Greenblatt. We get to meet up with that he meets up has a daughter, and after he meets up with a daughter, they meet up with his daughter. We get a nice little I like what they do with the rat noise with the janitor, and all in all, and then we get to see the end. All in all, I love disturbing behavior. Um, it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that this film is a clunky mess. It's like 84 minutes, 84 minutes. So that's an hour and 24 minutes of film. It sucks that we get that such of a short amount of time, but I know why. I know why. You know, MGM being douchebags, MGM being douchebags to the creators of this film on the home video market had requested the creators of this film and said, hey, you know, we cut out these whole bunch of these scenes, which is a problem. I think that this film could have been a fucking masterpiece. It could have been a masterpiece if they left all those scenes in the film, because I read some of what scenes would have been in the film. Like, we would have gotten a better ending, a better tighter ending instead of the to be continued bullshit ending that we got with the cut that we see now, with Gavin White going into this classroom and saying, "What up, students?" And we get to have the terrible music. This film has some terrible editing problems, but that's understandable due to fucking MGM, saying, "Know what? We want to cut these whole bunch of scenes out. Want to cut out these whole bunch of scenes." Like, they cut out a scene that would have made up for a much more deeper and more intimate relationship between Steve and Katie Holmes' character. But thanks to them, kind of like the douchebags over at Arts Entertainment with Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2, and making them force some changes onto that film, they did that with this film. And I gotta say, well, that's kind of fucking douchey. That's douchey, MGM. You should just let him do whatever he wants. He's gonna get you money. Let him have his artistic tint intact. And it pisses me off that this film could have been, because overall, thanks to the scenes being all cut out of this film, and the only way that you're going to be able to see the scenes is if you buy that ridiculously overpriced DVD. And the problem is, if you buy that ridiculously overpriced DVD of the film, it's not going to be included in the film in its proper spot. It's just going to be, oh, I'm going to watch the deleted scenes that are just going to not be a part of the flow of the film. If it had the proper flow, like if David Nutter and the writers like came back and this film developed a bigger cult following, I could see this film if it gets a bigger cult following that it deserves, because it's a very intelligent film. It has a lot of creative sequences, a lot of creative stuff. If it developed the bigger cult following that it respectfully deserves, maybe David Nutter and the editor of this film could go back, collaborate, put those, replace those scenes in this film, and we could get what this film is supposed to be, and what would have been a better overall film. I fucking would love to see that. I would love to see this whole entire thing unfiltered, unedited, unbullshitted over. And thanks to that, because overall, I think the faculty is a better movie thanks to it being, for the most part, left alone, being for the most part left alone. It's definitely more of a Scream film. It's definitely, this film is more of a Scream film. It isn't as deep and insightful as Disturbing Behavior, because Disturbing Behavior has a lot more stuff to it. It has a lot more of something that's saying, it basically is saying to the people that we are pushing this impression of the people's general human nature of our sexuality and individuality by suppressing it with, you know, trying to be a clean cut individual, and it just tells us that it's a little bit more insightful. It's a little bit more insightful than The Faculty. The Faculty is a fun film. It's a fun film. It has a little bit more thoroughly made characters, thanks to it being unedited. But it has a general presence. Instead of like a corporation, a conspiracy of a corporation, it's aliens trying to infest the world. In The Faculty, yeah, instead of aliens, but they don't really, it isn't as deep. It's just, you know, okay, we got these good characters. I like The Faculty, but overall, I like the cast better in Disturbing Behavior. We have James Marsden, Nick Stahl, Katie Holmes, the janitor dude, Bruce Greenblatt. We have a better fucking cast in this film, a more interesting and realistic plot. But thanks to those certain scenes being out of this film, it kind of tampers with the overall quality. But if I were you, I'd recommend you go out and I don't I don't really want to support the digital media. I don't really want to support digital media, but I think if for a general person, a general moviegoer, guess pay the $3 for the Vudu or Netflix copy or whatever, but because the DVD is way too ridiculously priced. Um, I wish that Netflix would re-add it. It's kind of fucking, it pisses me off, that's all, but it's not there anymore. It's not there anymore because I would definitely, if this was still on Netflix, I would definitely recommend you to give Disturbing Behavior a watch. It's really good. I love its mood. I love its themes. I love the acting performances. It just seems clunky due to bullshit studio politics. But overall, I would recommend a double feature of Disturbing Behavior and The Faculty. They would be a mighty fine pairing of two films. Anyways, this has been Mindless Insanity 602, and I'm done with day number 22's review. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe as usual, and the day number 22 means that we are out of the double digits of days that we have left. So after this, we have like about 9 more days till, you know, till the big day. anyways, and yet again, I think Disturbing Behavior would be a great film to watch. It's very well made. It's all around a good movie. And it's worth a watch. I think if I were to give it like a 1 out of 10, I would give it an 8. Could have been a nine due to the editing problems wasn't there. The editing problems weren't there. But other than that, I love it. I love it. I also love the faculty. I also love the faculty. Um, it's not a shitty Scream film. It's not a shitty Scream film. It's not a shitty Urban Legends film. It's not a shitty I Spit on Your Grave, but I Still Know We Did Last Summer film. It's way better than all of those, and it's really, really, really worth a watch. I give it my deepest of recommendations. And it's not really a rip off of this. It's not really a rip off of The Faculty. Sure, they came out in the same year and share some of the plot details, but this one came out before The Faculty, so that means that it was planned out more. Anyways, I like the cast. I think that this film rocks. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry, my nose is a little bit off and my throat is feeling a little bit funny here. Anyways, bye.